Call of Duty Zombies has some of the most charm in the gaming genre, but has it lost it in its newer iterations, or does it still retain its charm? Let's get right into it. What is charm? The Oxford definition is to influence, enthrall, powerfully attract, or engage. But what is COD Zombies charm? Well, let's look into it. Starting at the beginning with World at War, spanning all the way back to November 2008, where you first spawn in this tiny bunker in the middle of Europe. Zombies start to spawn in, breaking barriers, walking slowly and creepy through this fog, and they start to make really weird noises. You have a crappy M911 to take them out, being very weak, scared, afraid. At any moment a zombie could just walk up behind you, double swipe you, ending your game. Atmosphere is what this is. This being part of Zombies charm. Let's be honest, the first time you loaded into Nox, you crapped your pants. Then you have power-ups, which varies the gameplay a lot, from insta-kills to nukes to max ammos,
max ammo, much appreciated,
carpenters and double points, all sounding like what they all do. They add a little bit of charm just to zombies, because I don't think there's any other zombies game that you get a literal nuke, which is so cool. Then you have wonder weapons, which is the ray gun, which is the very first one. Yes, it is very basic, but by today's standards. But back then, if you got this from the mystery box, you were basically God, being this other dimensional weapon, shooting explosive projectiles. Then the round changing music being super creepy and adding a feeling of paranoia and fear. And also having a musical Easter egg in every single Triac map. I don't know about non-track. Yes, I know they're not on the green run maps, but it's part of transit, so whatever. So for our first map, this is a very good start. Then let's move on to Rucked, where it perfected the atmosphere to a T, with creepy carnival music, horrific surgeon noises, that silence in between rounds where you can just hear the wind going through the leafless trees. And Verrückt is set on an insane asylum, and Verrückt in German stands for crazy. Creepy writing on the walls, if playing with mates, splitting you guys up at the beginning of the match where you're most vulnerable, tight corridors, and just a feeling of weakness. Then having Perk, all with a very distinct Perk jingle. Juggernaut, Speed Collar, Double Tap,
you thirsty partner?
and Quick Revive.
You need a little revive.
If you want to see a deeper dive into these perks, check this video out here. Every single one of these features add into the charm of zombies. But wait, there's more. Then Chimanima released, bringing in a set cast, being the 4 beloved premise crew. I know Tank Dempsey was in Verrückt, but I thought it'd be better to mention the whole cast instead of one, so I don't know, fight me in the comments. Being Richtofen, crazy German scientist.
I cannot torture my minions without power.
Tank Dempsey, tough American.
That just never gets old.
Nikolai, constantly drunk Russian.
I think we need to do something about the power.
And Takeo, Japanese soldier worried about honoring his emperor and country above all else.
No power now. Perhaps there never was.
These characters may be stereotypes, yes, but we all came to love their fun and quirky quotes from World at War to Black Ops 4, and their character development. I won't go too deeply into the characters or character development in this video, but maybe another time if you guys want to see it. Then came Black Ops 1, building on top of World at War's incredible foundation, bringing main quest Easter eggs in which you do anything spanning from minuscule tasks to blowing up the moon whilst progressing the story. And the story in Black Ops 1 really began to walk. World at War crawled so Black Ops 1 could walk, story-wise, then having a lot more map variety, which yes, World at War had, but this game greatly improved on it. From the German theatre shortly after World War II to the Pentagon, in which you can play as JFK or Fidel Castro, which is just absolutely crazy and wacky, and I'm here for it. I love it so much. Then you have maps set in mystical Shangri-La, which is actually hinted to be set in Mars, which is a very hot topic button in the community, and to be honest, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Then having maps set in Siberia, casting a celebrity cast, which changing from our usual 4, but done well, and ending this game by playing on the moon, which is by far the most insane setting ever, and the Easter egg of that map is you blowing up the Earth. So yeah, nothing too exciting. So this is perfect map variety on which every map has a reason to be there and fit in perfectly. Then Black Ops 2 is basically the same as Black Ops 1, unfortunately having some pretty terrible maps being Transit, but having some all-time greats being Origins, my personal favourite map of all time, being set during World War I. Absolutely my favorite setting of all time. Then Mob of the Dead set in Alcatraz, and Buried, an American town set underneath Africa, which story-wise makes sense, but I won't explain it because it's pretty complicated. Then Black Ops 3 is probably the pinnacle with the deepest and biggest character progression we have ever got. Amazing maps, atmospheres being 100% the best, with Shadows of Evil, Drak, Kurad Kurovi, and Setsubo Noshima. There is a reason Black Ops 3 is known as the GOAT for zombies content. So this is what charm is. Zombies charm is an amazing characters, funny and witty, whilst also being deep, amazing maps, but also being diverse from one another, not feeling too alike. Atmospheres that make you feel like you're in the 90s Chicago, or a prisoner on Alcatraz, or feel like a soldier during World War I. Enjoyable Easter eggs, deep and complex plot, catchy perk jingles, and unique wonder weapons and power-ups. So with this definition, does the newer era of zombies, being anything Black Ops 3 onwards, keep and hold its charm? Hey, quickly, if you're enjoying this video, consider subscribing. For every subscriber I get before July 20th, I will get 1 round in zombies. So if you want to cause me pain, subscribe. Then came Black Ops 4, and I ran a poll asking you guys when did zombies lose its charm, and a surprising amount of you guys voted for Black Ops 4, which I have to disagree with partially. So what do I mean by that? Black Ops 4 Zombies still has a lot of charm, with still the beloved Primus crew and not so loved Chaos crew, but still a pretty good crew in my opinion. Amazing maps, atmospheres you get to play in, ancient Greece, you get to fly Pegasus, you get to go to the god statues and build your own gauntlet, you get to play in a gladiator arena on the Titanic, and much more. But unfortunately, this is where Black Ops 4 charm runs out. You now spawn in with Jug, taking away all that fear in the early game, where you're weak and terrified of getting double swiped in any new game. You also now spawn in with a shotgun or an OP pistol, which will easily carry you into the early teens, getting rid of a reason to hit that mystery box or buy a war weapon. On the low rounds, you also spawn in with a wonder weapon being your specialist, which is overpowered. You don't have to do a challenge for it in the mystery box, do a quest, build it. No, you get it for free, which is absurd and gets rid of all and any game progression. You spawn in on round 1 with equipment and guns that you usually would have to work for to get. And don't get me started on Rapfires being the most OP equipment ever, and now being a new perk system in which you have to choose your perks before you load into a match, which yes, I do enjoy this perk system to a degree, but you now only can have 4 perks, and like communism, these perks are all averaged together, except for Dying Wish being an outlier, making no super overpowered perks like we used to have, like Jug, Widow's Wine, Double Tap, Quick Revive, or Speed Collar. Unlike older titles like Origins or Shang, when you can work to get another perk slot or 2 or all of them. No, you now only get 4, and also every perk jingle has been removed. Which just seems dumb. This is zombies. I don't want to set up a class before I go in and slay zombies. I know this adds some more replayability, but it just takes away from zombies' charm. Zombies is an arcade-ish feeling in which you load into the map and that's it. No building a class, selecting perks, just slaying zombies. So by the end of Black Ops 4, zombies' charm was holding on by a thread, but Cold War cut that thread indefinitely. That community post that I was talking about earlier, about 55% of you guys said that Cold War Zombies is where the charm died, and I agree full-heartedly. Cold War made Black Ops 4 problems way worse, making zombies feel almost like multiplayer, which I understand why they did it to appeal to the Warzone and multiplayer players, but you really killed the heart and soul of zombies by adding in support streaks, which yeah, are hella cool, but don't fit in zombies. Then ammo depots, where you can refill ammo for any weapon, including wonder weapons, which makes max ammos basically useless. Oh, you know how you grew attached to a set cast, whether it was Chaos, Primus, Ultimus, or some of those celebrity casts, or you get none of this now, or you get these soulless operators, which just another way to monetize zombies, which just no. You don't feel like you're part of the story because you can be a stupid and random operator that has no funny or quirky lines like Dempsey or Nikolai. No, just soulless. Some of the quotes are like, you turn on the power. Wow, you bought a perk. Good job. In my opinion, operators are the biggest sin to zombies. Now, I'm not saying Cold War Zombies is bad, but it's a bad classic zombies game. And also map variety. Hello? Die Machine? Military base. Firebase C? Military base. Mauer? Hidden military base. Wow, credit there. And Forsaken, which should have been Forsaken, military base. There is no feeling of awe and wonder, just the feeling of I've been here 100 times before, but just with a different layout. Outbreak basically being multiplayer, but with zombies, with it just so disappointing. And finally, I don't want to see how much damage I do to every zombie I kill. I don't want to pop up for killing a zombie. This isn't multiplayer, it's zombies. Keep them separate. I don't ask that much, do I? Then, Vanguard. I honestly won't say too much about Vanguard or Modern Warfare 3 zombies, because, well, Cold War and BO4 already caused these problems, and these games just copy their homework, so there is no need to tread an already treaded water. So in COD Gulf War, can zombies come back? And can it get its heart back, its soul, its charm, and what will it need to do it to get it back? God of War, or whatever the newest COD's gonna be, needs and should have a set cast, interesting and unique maps, different and separate from one another, a fantastic borderline fantasy story, funny and unique quips
Hey, player! I need more ammo or we're going down!
from a cast, a not too heavy focus on class but a more arcadic feeling of zombies, and please keep it mainly round based. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below.